Hey guys, and this is actually a couple of days later. So that was on Sunday, and today is Tuesday. Um, when I'm shooting the rest of the video that's to go with the vlog. Initially, I was actually planning on shooting the end part of the vlog on Sunday night, but I ran into a little bit of a problem. So Sunday, before all the things that you see in the few things that you see in the vlog, me going out and all that stuff. Sunday morning when I woke up was around 11:30 or something like that. I had the biggest disease spell I've ever had in my life, and now it was really scary because I woke up from bed. It was almost 11:30, I guess, because I normally go to sleep very late. I woke up, sat up in bed, and I was trying to get up, and so when I get up, obviously my bed is on the side, so I kind of face um, this area, and if I stand and look this side, and the room seemed to be spinning, and it was spinning pretty fast, so I couldn't get my balance. I fell that back down on this bed, and I was grabbing the sheet in order not to fall, because at that moment I couldn't make out if I was going to fall backwards or if I was going to fall forward. So I was basically just grabbing onto the sheet, onto the bed. It took a few more seconds, maybe around 30 to 40, maybe about a minute, I guess, and the feeling subsided. And then I slowly got up, went to the washroom, washed my face, brushed my teeth. Everything seemed to be normal. So I kind of pushed it to the back of my mind because I was thinking like maybe this is the first time I'm facing this, so maybe it's like a one-off thing because maybe I thought maybe I didn't sleep properly. I don't know. I don't know what to think. And I did watch a movie beforehand that I've seen before, but maybe hindsight, maybe I should not have been watching that movie late at night. It's not a horror movie per se, but it's more psychological. Now I've been having some problems with some feelings of claustrophobia since the last maybe, I don't know, at least from 7 to 8 years, I guess. So I'm not going to tell you what the name of the movie because I happen to like that movie quite a bit, but it was the second time I'm watching it. Anyway, I don't think that was a factor, but I just feel like hindsight being 2020, that is a bad deal. So I went out. I felt fine, and didn't feel anything different, but I went out and did all the shopping that I had to do, got the money out of the bank, all that stuff, and I came home. I came home and I wanted to watch a little TV, so I lay down on bed like I normally do, and I watched TV, and I was feeling very sleepy because I hadn't got that much sleep. And then I went to I went to bed. I took a nap basically. So it was about maybe an hour and a half, almost 2 hour nap. And as I was getting up, I realized that I'm going to be facing the same problem again, the way that my head was feeling. And yes, I got up, same problem. I had to hold on to the bed in order to not, that feeling of falling either forward or backward. So I've never had vertigo like this before. I never actually had vertigo before. I've had some fear of heights in certain areas, but where I feel like I'm going to fall or something like that. But this is different. It was like my head became very lightheaded, and it was like my brain was doing somersaults inside, and that's why I couldn't actually see what's happening. Rather, I couldn't get a grip of things, so it felt like the room was spinning. After I had a cup of coffee, I decided that this might be a little bit more serious, so I spoke with my family, and my sister came in, and she said, "Let's go to the hospital." So we went to the hospital. However, we couldn't. It was a Sunday, and being Sunday evening, we couldn't actually see a physician or somebody like that. So we saw the what do you call it? The casualty doctor. So there are a couple of doctors there, and then we They took a little pinprick of my blood. They did an ECG for me, and everything seems to be normal. They took my blood pressure, but I do have slight problems with my blood pressure, so I am taking medication for it. But on that day, I was really tense. So the doctor kept telling me, like, you seem very tense. You're extremely tense, is what I can understand. So I told him, like, I've never felt this before, and unlike an injury or something like that, this is something which I know I won't have any control if it happens over me, and I'm not, say somewhere in my room or something like that. Because I'm here, as I'm getting up from my bed, I can fall back onto my bed. I can grab onto, I know where things are, right? So that's the difference. So he said your BP is pretty high, so you come tomorrow, and he gave me medicines for vertigo, and he says I don't see anything else that's wrong, so probably it is vertigo, and but you need to see the physician. I thought, cool. Damn it, another problem that I don't want to have. So you got to understand, for me, going to the hospital is always a last resort. I don't tend to go to hospitals. But yeah, so last time I went to the hospital was about almost a year and a half ago, was because I had a fractured toe. Anyway, you can see my previous videos. Check back for August of last year. So anyway, came back home, took the medicine. So I took one in the late evening and then one just before I went to bed at night. Didn't get much sleep because I kept thinking, if I turn to this side, if I turn to that side, I might aggravate the thing, and I don't really know what's and so on. And for the first couple of nights, that's yesterday and day before yesterday, I left a light on. When I say a light, not this kind of tube lights, but they're the plug that's there for my modem and all that stuff. I plug it in because it's got a blue light around it, so that's it's a little bit bright, but not too bright enough to disturb me from sleep. So I had couldn't really sleep properly and all that stuff. So anyway, I did manage to get maybe like 4 hours of sleep altogether, even though I was still lying in my bed. I woke up, it had gone down, still I had the problem, but it was a little bit lesser than yesterday. Took medicine once again, went to the hospital. Finally saw the doctor around, I think we had to wait for almost 2 hours, so it was like past 12 o'clock in the afternoon when I actually saw the doctor. And this is the same doctor I met last time. So he did a check, and from the way that I was explaining things, he told me that you have the name of it, benign paroxysmal positional vertigo. What that basically means is that feeling of spinning. And so he says, there must be something that's blocking, and it's got multiple reasons why you could get it. So basically, fighting that basic thing is going to be this the medicine that you're going to take. So I am on medication for so minus the first day, 1 week, and if I do have like puking sensation, which I did have in between for a little bit, but it was very very less, so I didn't actually puke. So he said, if you're gonna get those kind of issues as well, there's another medicine I can take. It will make the feelings of that nausea go away. I'm also taking another medicine for an allergy, because he knows some of my history by now. So he says, for my asthma and stuff. So he said, let's get you something to work on your allergies, and then we'll see about something else. So that's the situation. Now it has been 3 days since it happened. So Sunday, Monday, today is Tuesday night. Monday took the rest of the day. I had taken the day leave. I taken a leave as well. Taken leave. Sunday was actually supposed to work, but I didn't. And then on Monday as well. And then what I then did was I rested the rest of the day. Came home, watched. I had my lunch, and then I sat at my system listening to some music till about 5 p.m. Got up, went to the kitchen, got some coffee, and came back. Listened to music again, watched some music videos, Um, at night after I had my dinner, I then took my medicine. There's a, yeah, like I mentioned, the allergy medicine. It'll actually make me quite kind of drowsy, and I was already in the back of not having a proper sleep the previous night. So I decided right about 11 or so, I thought I will take the medicine and go to bed. I took that, went to bed, and was thinking, I hope I get good sleep. Yeah, I did sleep quite a bit. I slept for almost 9.5 hours, which is good. Woke up today, again this morning, I also still had the dizzy spell. So anytime that I get up from my bed, I am going to be having this until it subsides by the end of the medicine course that I have. So he says you can also do. So he's given me it's at the lower dosage. He says if it doesn't go down, you can increase the dosage a little bit. So I almost asked him at that point, should we go with the higher dosage? But maybe based on his experience, he thinks that I don't really require it that much. It is going to subside maybe in another couple of days, so I won't be having too much trouble beyond this, is what I think. So yeah, that's basically the update. So I am working today, or rather I have completed my work for today, and I decided I changed my shift timing so I could actually do it at a more decent hour rather than the late night shift, because I'm not sure. And he did ask me, the doctor did ask me, what timings are you working right now? So I told him that. So he asked me to not to do that, work at a little bit more decent timing so that you don't get too tired, and that might also aggravate your condition. So he said, I want you to take rest as well. So that's fine. I will work as much as I can, and hopefully things will go back to normal soon. But yeah, it was scary. So that's my update. It's a long video, man. But yeah, so I'm not really thinking forward to too much right now, because I don't want to have, just want this thing to go off. I think I'll be fine after some time. So, good night.